Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Social Grace Co. My name is Christopher Macken, and I am so honored to be the host here for Social Grace Co., especially for shows like this, because this is one of those things where I get to kind of be real with you. We get to kind of, talk through things, what we're going through in our lives. And you can always find me on social media, by the way. On Instagram, you can find me at The Real Macken, so make sure you look me up there. So I just mentioned it. I want to be real with you. We're going to talk. This is about the way we live our life. The new normal for a lot of people is making sure that we're being protected, to be honest with you. I'm going to speak honestly. I'm fully vaccinated. However, I still am on planes, trains, and automobiles all the time. And what I realized was all during 2020, I didn't get sick. I was wearing a mask. I didn't get a common cold. My allergies are greatly reduced. And a lot of that is because of the fact that I'm protecting myself. So these shows are so important to me. This is all about PPE, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves and our families, our loved ones. But more importantly, at Social Grace Co., we wanted to take it all one step further. We wanted to really make it fashionable, chic, and part of the way that we like to live our lives that elevates our life in some kind of way. And that's what this show is all about. Today, I get to have a very dear friend of mine. I love her. She's a great lifestyle expert. Her name is Zenaida, but everyone calls her Z. So I encourage you to call her Z too. So you'll hear me calling her Z throughout the show. Zenaida knows all about lifestyle, whether it's the way we decorate our home to the way we live our life every single day. And for her to take her time and come and join us and share her knowledge of these incredible products, it's really kind of a gift. So without further ado, I would really like to welcome her in. Zenaida, are you with us?
I'm right here waiting for you.
There's my beautiful friend. I'm so glad to have you here. Z, I don't know what it's like down where you are in Florida, but it got cold in Atlanta today.
No. We are talking 92. And at one point we were outside and it felt like 99. So
Okay.
no, I don't know what is happening around the rest of the country, but I can tell you the heat is here. But I've spoken to, our cohorts in New York, and they said they were cold, and talked to you. You said my friends in North Carolina, the same thing. They were like, it's cold. It's 48 degrees. It's raining. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, welcome to Florida, everyone.
Listen, I used to live in Florida many, many moons ago, and I loved the fact that it was always so warm down there. But yeah, it's going to be like a high of like 45 degrees tonight in Atlanta, and it's in May. Is that not crazy? So,
that is crazy.
But we're not here to really talk about the weather, but we are here to connect with every single one of you on social media. And Z and I both we like making the world a little bit of a smaller place. So no matter where you're shopping from, anywhere in the world, pop it in the comment section. Just give us a little shout out. Let us know where you're shopping from. I'm in Atlanta. Z is down in beautiful Tampa, Florida. And we have people at our studios up in New York. So we have all over the place. So make sure you're connecting with us that way. And while you're at it, if you have any questions about tonight's show, you can always ask Z directly while we're live. If you're watching us from Facebook or from YouTube, you could just pop a question to the comment section, and our producer is going to put it up on the screen, and Z is going to be able to answer it for you live and in real time while we're live. So that's right. Important. But Z, we're not just talking about the products that we love. We're also able to shop the show, and the way that people shop, right? That's important. It's not just it's not just important for us to tell people how they can pick up things like this, which I'm going to tell you about in a little bit, why this is my favorite mask. But you can look in the description of the show on YouTube or on Facebook, and you're going to see a link, and that link is going to take you over to the socialgraceco.com website, where you're able to pick up everything that we're talking about in this particular show. So it makes it super easy for you to take advantage of the deals as well as all of the fabulous merchandise. So Z, I think I did all of the housekeeping. We we talked about everything. I kind of want to dive into the first item here, which is the mask. And
yes,
I am madly in love with this mask. I mean, girl, it's premium. So before I get into telling you why I love it so much, I just want to go over, we're talking about 7 filters that's coming with this mask. The mask itself, it comes in a multitude of colors, which, by the way, we will show you the colors in just a little bit, for only $20. So Z, go into a little bit about what makes this mask different than the other masks that people have seen.
Well, number one and foremost, I think you spoke to the material that it's made out of, and that is silk. But it's not just silk; it's mulberry silk. And I know if you have been shopping out there and you're saying, it is getting to be towards the summer, it's getting a little hotter out there. I'm looking for a fabric that is a little more friendly to my skin, and also, cool and easy to wear. I would be looking at something like this, something similar to what I have in my hand. Now, why is this one the best? I said mulberry silk. And that is the most coveted silk that is actually out there. It is soft, it is silky, it gives you that really soft feeling in your skin. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really feeling, some of the effects of having to have, the other types of mask on. The one thing I loved about this is that no matter whether you're male or female or whatever, you can use this mask. I mean, I was very proud. I walked into the New York office and every male in that room was wearing this mask. So just because it's silk, it doesn't mean that it just pertains to us ladies. It pertains to all. Safety factor in here is great. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is not only making product that is beautiful, that is easy, that it has the best materials, but also that it has the best coverage for us. And as in this particular item, coverage is very key. So it does have a pocket inside. And as Christopher mentioned, we are offering today the whole package. So you're getting this mask plus 7 filters for one price and one price only, which is $20. Now think about how you spend the $20 any day of the week, and think about the use of this. 7 filters is going to last you 7 months. The filter goes right into the pocket that we have created inside. And by the way, all these were actually designed and made in the USA. And this was an effort from our team right at the beginning of last year. And we really took the time to create something that was valuable both, statically, because it's beautiful and it's easy to wear on your face, but also it gives you great protection. So you're looking at 90% protection. You have now 7 layers of protection in front because you have 3 from the mask and 5 from the filter. Now, the other thing I love about this is that you're able to speak through it. And I don't know about you guys, but I was totally frustrated when I was in the stores and I would have to repeat myself 6 and 7 times in order for them to hear me. This one adjusts to your face very nicely. It has the filter on inside, and I'm sure you're able to hear me properly right now. So that is one thing.
I can hear you perfectly when you were talking, to be honest with you. And that's one of the things I love about this mask.
Yes.
But so you just talked about so many safety and health features with the mask, but can I tell you why I like it? This is so silly.
Because it's sassy and pretty.
It's gorgeous, by the way. The silk is so luxurious, but at the same time, I'm going to put mine on really quick because I want to show you. So number one, the filter provides such a great structure to the mask. So I have room to breathe, I have room to talk, and at the same time, I kind of want to turn.
Yep.
They have extra stitching right here, and this extra stitching makes it cut my chin perfectly. Here on the nose and the bridge, it has the metal piece that can kind of conform to my face so I don't fog up my glasses. And at the same time, Z, every time I wear this mask, I kid you not, I can walk into any room because I have them in almost every color because I like to match them to my outfit. I'm an accessory guy, and so I consider my mask a part of my accessory routine now. I can walk into any room and people stop me and go, where did you get that mask?
Yes, constantly.
Because it's so gorgeous and the fit is so amazing. I've got to tell you, I've got a giant head. I've got a big old head. So the ear straps are adjustable, which is really great. You can adjust it for someone that's smaller, so you get the perfect fit no matter what your face size is. This is probably one of the most expertly executed masks I have ever come across.
It is. And, you mentioned the adjustments on the sides. that also, I mean, for us ladies too, when you're wearing earrings, I mean, you can adjust it too. There's, a lot of the reasons these features were actually taken care of was because we were thinking, you know what, we are going to be wearing these for a while. And I know you mentioned at the beginning that, you're traveling. So are we. I mean, we're starting to go back to work and go back to, and
Well, you
if
and I
you're
were
having
just in
to
New
wear,
York together. We were just in
yes,
New York
yes,
together. So yeah.
yes. And if you're wearing this, you're in the office and you're wearing it 8 hours a day, you're going to really, truly appreciate the fact that it's so soft to the skin, that it has a really nice feel to it, and that you're not feeling like you have to pull it off to be able to take a deep breath, to be able to put it back on. I mean, and those are all the different sensations that I had, wearing other types of masks. Now, I will tell you, proven record here. I'm in Florida. And as I said earlier, it was 90 degrees. And I was talking to my kids and I'm like, how did we do mask last year in this heat? And everybody was like, oh, Mom, we didn't go anywhere. We were all home. And I said, oh, you're right. And I've been wearing this every single day, nothing, no sweating, no having to wipe everything down 2 and 3 times. My glasses do not fog, my sunglasses
Right.
will not fog. So all the things that I look for when it comes to wearability and easy wear, this also delivers it. And that is why I'm the huge fan of this particular item. Colors, I know you mentioned we have colors, and fashion to us also is a big hit. There's a lot of proms going on. There's also going to be, weddings happening, and we still are going to be safe. We're still going to be able to use it out there.
Of course.
But we will have colors available for you. Also, it's the best accessories. I never lose it. It just goes right in. It's my bracelet. And that way I never forget that it's not in my handbag, that it is in my handbag. Is it in the car? Is it not in the car? It's always in my wrist, and it's just easy wear. And again, the beautiful elastic that is done, and they're able to adjust it. You're able to move and groove however you need to. And you said you have the long face. I have more of the round face,
Oh no,
and
I
it
said
fits me just as
I
well.
got a big head. I'm glad.
Oh my God, he
Yes, I
does
do have
not
a
have a
long
big
face. I
head.
just got a big
Don't
old head.
believe a word he says. Don't believe him. He is a beautiful man. Don't believe him. He doesn't have a big head. He's fine.
So, Z, one of the things that I love so much about this is because it is so comfortable and it is so luxurious. And I touched on this a little bit earlier in the show before I welcomed you in. You and I have talked about this. Our life is really planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yep.
We're on the go a lot, and I don't know that there will be a time in the future that I don't wear a mask to an airport. Especially one that is fashionable. It's easy to breathe. It's easy to communicate through. It's just not a big deal for me to have that extra layer of protection. And I have 2020 to now have not been sick.
Right. Neither have we.
Not even a common cold, have not been sick. And it's because I took the precautions that I needed. I don't know if anyone else has seen the statistics, but the flu, which normally affects a certain number of people a year, was almost nil because so many people were wearing masks. I don't know about you, but I don't have time to get the flu. I don't have time to get the summer cold is the worst cold. Can we just agree with that? It just is. And so a mask is just a normal part of my life. I make the joke all the time, Z, before when we would leave the house, I would go keys, wallet, phone, keys, wallet, phone. Now I go keys, wallet, phone, mask, keys, wallet, phone. It's a part of culture now. And I think that we are just now arriving at a place where other cultures have been wearing masks to public places for a long time because it keeps their health higher. And the fact that this is a gorgeous, sought after luxury silk is incredible. Can you tell us a little bit more about what makes mulberry silk so different?
Yes. Actually, it is called mulberry silk because the actual worms are fed mulberry leaves, but it constitutes itself into the greatest actually silk that has ever been made. And it definitely has a lot of the great properties. Obviously, you have a good protection with it. By the way, taking care of it is the easiest thing in the world. You're washing it at night, just hand wash it at night. I just lay it on top of a little towel and I let it dry. In the morning, it's ready to go again. So for those of us who, are wearing lipstick again and are doing, wearing your makeup and all that, and if you, feel like, well, I worn it 2 days and I want to make sure I can get to wash it, you can. It's all washable. It will dry within overnight. Easy. Don't put it in the dryer. It's really not necessary. Just hand wash, put it set to dry, ready to go in the morning. So it's a beautiful thing when it comes to care. The filters, by the way, definitely 5 layers in here. So you have the protection. And as we said, you're getting 7 of these with your mask, which means that you have 7 months of coverage. One filter is actually a 30-day coverage. So once it's done, just throw it away. That's all you need to do, and then restart your new one. So
Well,
you're getting
the
both.
fact that we even
Yes.
have that many of them, so you have that at your disposal. But you
Yes.
spoke to something just a little bit ago, Z, that I don't know that a lot of people know. You know my background, right? We're friends.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
know that I have a background in the beauty and fashion industry. And silk is so perfect for going over the top of cosmetic because it doesn't rub it off. So
Right.
when you put this mask on, for all of you ladies, and even some of you glam guys who want to wear a little makeup, if you put this over your cosmetic, it's not going to rub it off. So when you take off your mask, it looks like all of a sudden you didn't do the bottom of your face.
Right.
That's why mulberry silk is so incredible for that. And the fibers are so strong. Love the mask. Thank you, Sir LaGrace. So this mask is one of those things that it not only serves an actual health purpose,
right,
but I mean, I'm just going to put it on again, Z. The form of it says everything. Now, Z will tell you, I have an addiction.
He has a couple.
A couple, but specifically the sunglasses. We were both in New York recently, and I walked back in the door and I just purchased, I think it was like 15 pair of sunglasses.
Yes.
I love sunglasses. I have a whole closet in my house dedicated to sunglasses. I know it sounds crazy, but that's my go-to thing. I could have worse habits. I mean, let's be real. So, but this mask I can wear underneath my sunglasses, and because of the thought that was put into the nose guard,
right,
I don't have to worry that I'm going to be
fogging.
fogging up.
No, you will not. You will not. It is proven. I wear glasses normally during the daytime, and obviously for to see, because I can't see anymore. And definitely this does not fog your glasses. It definitely is confined to how you set it up on your nose. You can set it a little lower or a little higher depending. But again, fit, number one. Fit to me was the most important thing, and this one delivers it. The fact that you can adjust it, number 2, delivers it. The fabric that is actually made of, the fact that we use the mulberry silk, the best silk available, again, we delivered it there as well. You have your nose clip. So all the little factors that actually work with fit are taken care of.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this, Z,
me.
but as again, beauty person, mulberry silk is also recommended for people to wrap their hair in, or to sleep on a mulberry silk pillowcase,
yes,
to protect the integrity of your hair, because your hair is very brittle whenever you're wallowing around on it at night, and so it will break on normal cotton. So a mulberry silk pillowcase will protect it. Imagine what that can do for your skin. So just saying, if you want the best, get the best, and now you get to have it for $20 and 7 filters included. That's crazy to me.
And if you are doubting what this price is about, I definitely would encourage you to go online and try to find this particular item with these included for this price.
Right.
Challenge right out there. So it definitely is an absolute value.
So Z, before we move on from this product, I really want to really quick with you go through the colors. And so we have them on the screen. Right now we have the black, which is what I have. I make a joke that I would wear something darker, but they haven't made anything darker yet. I love black.
You're good.
I also own the silver, which you're seeing on the screen now.
The one that I was wearing.
Is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I actually even own the rose. So because I do have some rose gold jewelry that I like to kind of pair it with. So this is the rose, this is the navy that you're seeing now. Can you just imagine this navy with some really say something gold baubles, right?
That, and you know what, the navy, that was what our the gentlemen in our office were wearing. Most of them were wearing the navy. If you're a jean girl, that navy looks amazing with anything that you put with it.
Doesn't
So
it?
think about that. Yes.
So if you're more,
Then,
if you want to go a little bit deeper than the rose, if you're kind of a bright pink person, this is the perfect one for you. This almost brings in some cooler tones to pink, which makes it match with everything. So that's the pink. We
and
also
then
have the
this one,
champagne. Oh,
which is this one too, the one that I'm holding,
you know what
which is
though, Z,
it picks up the color of your skin
it
so
looks
beautifully.
better in your video than it does in the picture. Look how the light is catching the champagne silk mask. That mulberry silk is reflecting the light back up off of it, and it looks incredible.
Well, if you have any weddings going on, or you have, more of these affairs that are starting to happen again, and this is something that is beautiful at night because it'll definitely, mix with all your jewels and all your accessories. So I definitely vote for champagne. All
who
the
does
way,
who
actually,
doesn't
both
like
ways,
champagne? Listen,
both ways.
listen. We'll pop bottles after the show. How about that?
Okay,
Everyone loves a little champagne.
that's
So
right.
those were the masks. And just if
Yes.
you're just now joining us, I want to remind you that Z and I. Her name is Zenaida. All of her friends call her Z. You can call her Z. We like to say she knows everything from A to Z, especially when it comes to lifestyle. So she's bringing us premium PPE at an elevated position. This is luxury and still style. So it's ways that you can still kind of have a personality and say something different than just the humdrum things that you can normally buy. But because of socialgracecode.com's buying power, we're able to bring it to you at a discounted price, and you can shop this show. If you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, just look into the description. There's a link there that's going to take you over to the page dedicated just to this show, everything that Z and I are talking about. So make sure you're checking that out too. Okay, so Z, now we're talking about the sanitizer. So, you and I have done a show on this before, and so many people wanted to know more about this product. We had to bring it back again. This is not just a sanitizer. So if you're watching, I want you to stay watching. Forget everything you've ever thought about sanitizers.
That's right.
Because they have changed the game with this. This is no alcohol. It makes your hands feel exquisite. And at the same time, I want you to equate the scent to a premium linen spray that you would spray on your bed before you go to sleep. You're talking lavender, eucalyptus, calming, effervescent, that's going to really kind of add to your scent is one of the most powerful senses that we have.
Mm-hmm.
A scent can evoke emotions from childhood. It can also help us relax. And so when we spray something on us, or we use something that has a certain scent like eucalyptus or lavender, it gives us the ability to transform our mood. At the same time, when we're transforming our mood, we're also sanitizing. And you forget that you're sanitizing, I'm going to be honest with you, because this smells so incredible. So Z, I'm going to stop talking right now. We're talking only $20 for 4, 2 large and 2 small. I'm going to let you take it away.
All right. So let's talk about hand sanitizers. And I know your experiences have been alcohol, hands get dry, you're starting to feel like very sticky, as you progress through the day. And we were challenged with that. So what we did is we took on the challenge, and we actually were able to come up with a formula that it is alcohol free, number one, which was imperative for me because, after 60, your hands start getting very dry, things start happening in your body that you can't control. So I figure I need to control this one way or another. So we did. So this one uses essential oils, and we discussed, we have 2 actually scents that we have were used. One is the lavender and the other one is the eucalyptus. And both of those have great properties when it comes to relaxation, being able to breathe properly. So it gives you two elements to put together. And then what we did is being able to keep it with a alcohol-free product. Now, when this goes on your skin, it's very soft. It feels like water. It dries really quickly. And again, I mean, the scent is beautiful, but you can see my hands are not sticky. You can see it dried already, but it's very, very white. It's very clean. It's very crisp. And again, you have tranquility blend. You have lavender, you have the eucalyptus, and it's all combined. And when they're combined, usually they create almost an aromatherapy. Now, the value today is as follows. You're getting 2 of the 2 ounce, and you're going to get 2 of the 8 ounce. Now, you're saying, okay, Zenaida, thank you. I'm getting 4 for $20, but what am I really getting? Well, this is what you're getting. You're getting in the 2 ounce, you're going to be able to have 200 sprays. 1 2 ounce, 200 sprays. On the 8 ounce, you're going to have 800 sprays. So literally here in this table, you have already 2,000 sprays that you're able to do.
I'm glad that you said that, because I was over here I was like, I was trying to do
800 plus 200 times 2. We can do this. Come on.
Listen.
We run a business.
I'm a beauty person. I'm not a counter. But Z. So I want to point out a couple more things, because you and everyone at socialgraceco.com, and just so everyone at home knows, Z was a part of creating these and recreating the way we think about our PPE products. So they've also taken another step further that it's important to me. I am not a single-use plastics person. It's just not I don't buy single-use plastics if I can help it in my house. What are the bottles made out of, Z?
Can you hear it?
Amazing glass.
Glass.
So
yes.
Not that I have finished going through my bottles yet, but because there's literally packs a punch. There's so much product in there. But when I do you know what I'm going to use it for?
What are you going to use it for?
I'm going to put water in it. I'm going to use it to spray linens and things like that before I iron, because I like to use that instead of the iron. That's just something that I like to do. I love something that I can reuse, but at the same time, can't you see these bottles sitting beside the front door of someone's house in their foyer or in the bathroom? They're gorgeous.
Yes. In the bedroom, really anywhere.
Everywhere.
In the office, we all have them all in the office, sitting in our desk. And like I said, we're all going back to work, and we're doing things a little bit differently. And now we're modifying our behavior. Really, we're just modifying, for the better. But we're incorporating other activities, and now you have to be conscious of a whole different environment around you. Whether you're going from your car into the office, whether you're going from the office to a meeting. So all these things are things that are applicable still to our lives. It's just a matter of how we function with them. And that's what I love about being able to continue following through this product. And this is all, by the way, and I know you mentioned it, but this is specifically made for Social Grace Co. And we designed everything from our actual logo to why we were going to use a glass bottle, the fact that we don't want alcohol. All those components were all sent through. This is what we want. This is what we want to be able to accomplish. And that was our goal. And we were able to accomplish it and deliver it to you. Now, the value speaks for itself. I can't not tell you any differently at this point. It is an amazing value. You're not going to be able to find for $20. Like I said, 2,000 sprays you're going to be able to get out of them. And the biggest part of it, and the thing that I probably admire and love the most, is the fact that you can use it, you can wear it, and you reuse it through the day. Your hands are not sticky. You have that soft feel. It doesn't dry your skin. My nails were getting dry, or the skin around my nails were feeling horrible. All these things, and I'm like, I'm not washing dishes, so I can't blame the dishes.
Can I tell you, I'm not. So I actually suffer from a mild eczema. And when 2020 started and the normal alcohol hand sanitizers, the harsh, the soap, like I was washing my hands all the time. This hand was so bad and I was embarrassed. And it was because of
Yeah.
all the alcohol in the
Yeah.
products. And
Yes.
so the fact that I can have a sanitizer, it doesn't have the alcohol in there, it doesn't burn. I know I'm getting 99.9% efficacy on the
Right.
product, so it's killing the
Right.
germs.
Yes.
You all crushed this. I mean, you created a product that is luxury at its finest. And for only $20 for you to be able to get 2,000 spritzes of this is years worth of protection.
Yes. Exactly. Well, and you know what? It's like I said, you're going to be using them in a different manner in different places. Um, so I mean, if you're getting a value like this, you can actually share some of this as well. I mean, save this in your gift closet, and when it starts, you start getting invited to seeing a friend or visiting somebody new. Great house little warming, or a
I've
little
given them
gift
as
when you
housewarming
come in for
gifts.
dinner. Yes, I mean, yes, you especially, yeah, and some of these things are just no there's no brainer to it. It's so easy. And like I said, think about how you spend $20 these days and what you spend it in. And at the end of the day, what is the true value? And you have it right here. I mean, this is the true value. The mask with the filters is another great value. And that's the other thing we fight for, is giving you great product at a great price. And I think, these two products right there represent our best work.
Well, before we move on to our next product, because I'm madly in love with this and I'm really excited about our next product too, I want to remind everyone socialgraceco.com is so committed to not just bringing you premium products, a lot of American made products that help the
Yes.
people around us, but also at the
Yes.
same time, Z, Social Grace Co., every dollar that is spent at Social Grace Co., a percentage goes back to help the environment, the people, or the world around us. So now we have a responsible shopping alternative where we know that when we're spending our money, there's a company, a corporate company, that's giving back and doing something for the world around us. And I think that that's just exquisite. I mean, I don't know about you, but that changed the game for me. And that's why I'm so honored to be a host for Social Grace Co., because it's different. We now have a responsible shopping alternative, and so just wanted to kind of throw that out there before we move on to our
Yeah.
next product.
No, but no, you're absolutely right. We are committed to doing that, and we'll continue doing that in whatever product we're able to create and bring into you. So you are absolutely correct, and I'm
It warms
glad
the
you
heart.
mentioned it.
It warms the heart. I
Absolutely.
mean, I call that guilt-free shopping.
Exactly.
So
All
now
right,
we're going to
arms
talk
up,
about the thermometer. This is
arms up.
so
That's it.
So listen, Z, when these first came out, they were coveted. I mean, I wanted to get my hands on one so bad, but you couldn't find them anywhere. And if you could find them, they were ridiculously priced, so expensive. The infrared, no touch, medical grade technology thermometers where you could zap someone's forehead without ever touching them. And you could know if they were safe to come into your home or to be in your presence. I go to restaurants, whether I'm in New York or I'm here, or I'm in LA, we go to restaurants. Every time we go in, zap, they're going to check my temperature. When I go to my doctor's office, I'm not, well, I have no problem telling you this. I went for Botox the other day, and guess what? They zapped me when I walked through the door to make sure that I didn't have a temperature. They use the same thing. So this kind of thermometer I wanted to get my hands on, but it was so expensive. And now, because of the power of socialgraceco.com, we have them for only $30. And I would love for Z to give us a little bit of an in and out on how this item has been so beneficial for her, as well as how we were able to bring it to you at this price.
All right, so I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to get. You're obviously going to get this, which is going to give you and change how you evaluate everybody in your home. And the reason I say this is because I found it as the most advantageous tool in the last probably year. Not being nervous that, I have teenagers that are out and about and that they would come home and who are they with? And, so they would come, anybody that came in my house, I had to protect my 93-year-old mother. And anybody that came in my house was actually checked, temperature check. And this was a tool that I wanted to have from day one. It was very hard to be coveted at that particular time, but eventually we were able to secure quantity for all of you to be able to share. And what it's doing is obviously is doing the temperature set. It also is giving you the capability of taking up to 2,000 actually temperatures because of the battery life. So it only takes 3 AAA batteries, and it gives you the answer in 1 second. It shuts off automatically, as you can very well see. So I'm going to shoot it. It's shooting my temperature as we speak. And there's the number, and you heard the beep, and it's over. So very easy to use. It does come with, of course, directions for you to be able to do. It also goes from Celsius to Fahrenheit, so you do have that available. And it also comes with a little bag for you to be able to keep safe and make sure that you keep it secure. Now, why did this become such an important item? Well, we were trying to be safe, and as we just said, every restaurant you walk in, every business you walk in, for the most part, up to about a month ago, I would say, everybody was checking the temperatures. Now it's definitely, the doctor's office are still definitely using it. Some of the restaurants are still very strict when it comes to it, but I mean, again, life is changing a little bit. But what I found is this tool needed to be in my house from before all this ever happened. The usage, if you have children, if you have, elderlies that you take care of, this is such a great way to check on them, not, having to move them, bother them, and still have the mental security that they're okay, that, you're not having to act on it, that the fever is fine. And also, again, as a safety feature in your home, that at this point, we're still not all vaccinated. So we do have to be able to stay in alert and
and
stay and watch.
you're right, Z. We have to, we have to be responsible, but I've said this about you before.
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. So for those of you who don't know Z's natural personality is a caregiver. She wants to make sure everyone around her is happy and good. That is just her natural personality. It's the most lovely thing on the planet. I made a joke that I adopted you as another mother of mine. When we were in New York together, you were making sure that I ate, and you were bringing me water, and you were doing all while I was in the studio. You were doing, that's just your natural personality, and you're also a mother, and you're a wife, and you're a daughter to people who you care for every single day. So I'm thinking, when you just mentioned it, as a mother, if you have a young child, because you have twins, can you imagine having 2 sleeping twins and not wanting to wake them up, but wanting to check their temperature and being able to go in and do it with this?
Especially when they're both sleeping at the same time. That was like a miracle within itself. So yes, I would have so appreciated having something like this then. And now, I mean, even now, I mean, they're, like I said, they're 20 years old. I still go in there and I'm like, they came back from college and everybody was all, edgy about, what did you bring back? Let's stay away, 10 days. And we did all the proper things because we had to protect older ones in our home.
Sure.
And the same thing, even when my husband was coming back from traveling, I mean, I was like, okay, let's check you out. Yes, leave everything here, let me, so it's become part of our life. And I think part of the things, when you have tools like this that you can actually use, and it doesn't mean that we stop using them now. We will continue, because now we know the advantages of actually having it, and it's become affordable. Right.
It's so easy. And for this price, Z, I mean, it's like, why would you not want to incorporate this into the way that your household runs? For $30, I'm telling you, we love it. So I live in I live in a tall building. So, for people to come and go, I don't just trust anyone coming into my home, even though I'm fully vaccinated. It's just a good idea to have, not to mention, okay, this is not, okay, I'm a man. Men are the worst sick people on the planet. And when I'm sick, I don't know how to do the thermometer
No,
thing. I don't know how to do
really.
this. Yeah, we're wusses when it comes to being sick. We just are. But I can pick this thing up and turn it around and scan my forehead and tell myself what my temperature is.
That's
So
right.
there's I know that we've talked so much about PPE being in conjunction with 2020. And yes, we're going into 2021, but there's so many other uses for all of these things that make them so necessary for us. And this thermometer is no different. If you're a mother, if you're a daughter who's taking care of an elderly parent, my mother is very much there for my grandmother. If you have young children, if you have 20-year-old twin babies like Z does.
Yes, babies. Eventually.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody will grow up eventually. I don't know when, but somebody will.
then this could be a really great tool for you. So make sure you're checking it out. If you're just now joining us, you can shop the entire show by looking at the description of the post on Facebook and on YouTube. There's a link there that's going to take you over to everything that Z and I are talking about on socialgraceco.com. And you can shop everything that we're talking about and take advantage of these amazing deals as well. So Z, I think I might want to move on to the next thing. Are you okay with that?
Well, let's do it. Absolutely. I can move and shift and we're ready.
The reason that I think that this is so cool that we're bringing this into the show, and this was a little bit of a last minute addition, but I think it is so necessary, especially after we were talking about the hand sanitizer. So I told you about the emotion and the feeling that you got from the hand sanitizing spray, the eucalyptus and the lavender, the calming effervescence that comes along with it. Not only that, but the elevated experience of the scent. Well,
which I have going on right now.
Which you have going on right now. Socialgraceco.com has decided to take all of that and put it into a room spray so that you can experience that incredibly relaxing, luxurious feel in your home. Z, tell us all about it.
Well, not only did we worked with the hand sanitizer, but then we wanted to still create something that you can carry on in your home. And one of the things that I found, being home more often, I was trying, what do I use? I wanted to use the candles. I wanted to use diffusers. I wanted to use, different things just because we were all inside the house at all times. And one of the things that I found was that the room the room spray and the room sanitizers, were a little harsh. So when I found the room spray with the two components that I enjoyed, which is the lavender and the eucalyptus, and I used that, it really worked in areas that I was most concerned about, which were, pillowcases, the shower curtain, the entrance of my house, just because as you walk by, you kind of got that beautiful smell. When it comes to the kitchen, and if I was cooking something, I prefer to use the candle there because I felt like the candle kind of works with one particular area. But I think when you talk about this type of spray, room spray, you're able to really incorporate it in just about anything in a particular room. And actually, we learned something when we were in New York. We had one of the guests that worked with us up there. Caroline taught us how to use it properly in each room. So it's every 6 feet, and you walk around every 6 feet, and you spray it in a circle. Okay. And that's how it penetrates into your area. Wasn't that a fun when we did that show with her?
So by the way, I learned so much from her.
I did too.
And not only that, but she is such a wonderful human being. When if you are on the Facebook page, please, I encourage you, scroll back and find the show. She was such a treat to be able to sit down with. I was able to host the show and sit down with her and really get to know her. But she's right. She taught us that the way that you scent a room with a room spray properly is you go every 6 feet and you do small circles with it. And then it disperses throughout the entire room for a scent that's going to last not just minutes or hours, but all day long.
Okay, right.
I like to spray the pillows on the sofa.
Me too. Me too. Yes.
Because every time someone sits down, it's it's almost like it releases it again.
Right.
And it's this calming thing. Do you know what the scent reminds me of, Z?
Tell me.
So one of my favorite spas that I like to go to for relaxation, and I've just been able to go back because of being vaccinated. In the steam rooms, they have beautiful bundles of eucalyptus and
Yes.
lavender tied
Oh,
with
yum.
twine hanging. So the
Yum, yum,
steam,
yum.
it just
I'm there with you. I'm close my
it
eyes. I'm there.
releases it into the air, and there's
Yes.
something about those fragrances that truly trigger something in me and make me feel relaxed, calm. And this is going to sound a little self-indulgent, and I apologize for it, but the way that the two scents come together makes
Yes.
me feel luxurious.
Yes, or luxurious. And also, the fact that they work together with your senses. And like you
Yes.
said, this product in particular is organic, it's plant diffused, it is vegan, it is safe, it is highly effective because it works through everything in any room. And like I said, you can take different elements within the room too and kind of touch them up. I mean, I use it on my dryer balls. I mean, who knew?
Oh
But
my
I did,
God. So
and it worked, and it smelled amazing.
I
So,
have the dryer balls from Imperial Yarn.
oh well, then
Are those the
that's
one
the
that
ones
you
I have.
have?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
I've
Spray them
never
and
thought
throw
about
them
using
in
this with
there.
that.
Oh, it's amazing. And then, and the shower curtain for sure, because teenagers, that everything just goes in there, and one smell after another smell. What else do I use it in? I use through the rugs. I use it in the curtain, and sometimes if I have company, I actually spray it right outside my door, just to get that feel when they come in. If somebody goes, "Oh, it smells so pretty in here. What is it?" That type of feel. But
Listen, all of
these
you
are
at
the
home, I
things.
told you, by the way, she's like the perfect lifestyle host. Like, she just knows how to do that. Did you hear that? She sprays it outside of her door. So when people come to her home, they get that feeling of calm when they
Okay,
walk
so
into your space.
I'm challenging you. Try it in your home when you have somebody coming over, and spray it right before they come, and see what they say.
I think more
It
people
works.
like you than like me,
It
Z.
works.
So,
It works. But yeah, so just remember, I mean, obviously, this is also going to come in your glass bottle as well. Again, it's the same. We use the same oils as we used for the other products. But it is organic, it is plant derived, it is vegan. And so it has a lot of the natural components and then the elements that are carried through both the lavender and the eucalyptus, are always scents that are put together because they help you relax. They are, they have a different demeanor when you're around them. You feel, I don't know, just more involved into the smell, but it's not overwhelming. It feels really natural. And that's how I feel right now in this particular room. I mean, just everything feels very natural, very clean, crisp,
everything with Social Grace Co.
relaxing.
really, all of the scents, whether it be the hand sanitizer we talked about earlier or the room spray, it really envelops you in a sense of luxury and calm.
Yes.
It makes you feel like you're checking into the St. Regis. That you have that no matter where you are, you can spritz the spray and transform your space into this 5-star beautiful hotel or spa experience just through the power of scent. Scent is such a huge thing. Sorry about the autofocus there, guys, but it really does transform. And socialgraceco.com has perfected it in every single way. I'd love to really quick before we wrap up the show. I'd love to go through all of our items one more time, if that's okay.
Okay, let's do it.
So
Sure.
we have our mask. Now, again, just a reminder, guys, this is only $20 for the mulberry silk luxury mask. If you're just now joining us, mulberry silk is one of the most sought after silks on the planet. You see the different colors that we have right now, and all of them, when you purchase them for $20, include a collection of 7 filters, each one lasting 30 days. So that's 7 months of protection for only $20 for a very high grade luxury mask that fits your face flawlessly, like you're seeing on beautiful Zenaida right now. We also have the 4-piece sanitizer set for only $20. This is 2,000 sprays of sanitizing, alcohol-free in beautiful glass bottles, no single-use plastic. And at the same time, it makes your skin feel soft and luxurious. So make sure that you're taking a look at that as well. The thermometer. I mean, zap all you want to. This is over. You said it's 3 AAA batteries that it takes, and that means 2,000 zaps.
Yes.
I mean, this is like a must-have for anybody who has a home with people that you care about. I mean, you could just zap them while they're sleeping, and they never will even know it, and check their temperature. That's the infrared medical grade infrared technology. The room spray with the lavender and eucalyptus, I think, is a must for anyone's home who truly wants to invoke feelings of luxury, calm, welcomeness, and a warm environment. SocialGraceCo.com has, they did it. They did it with this. I'm not going to lie.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
I'm just happy to be a part of this, Z. And you know what? Look, I know that you get to join me, and I join a lot of people in these, but you are actually a friend of mine, and I'm just so happy that you got to join me tonight. Did you want to say anything to everyone at home?
I just want everybody to go to sleep with a dream and wake up with a purpose tomorrow. And I want you to think about some of the products that we spoke about tonight, and think about how they incorporate in your life, and how they will continue incorporating in your life. And then take advantage of the amazing deals. I mean, really, what else can I tell you? That's it. You have amazing deals that you can take advantage of. But enjoy and come back and see us again. Again, don't forget Social Grace Co.
I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon.
Already?
Yes. I'll talk to you later. Go to bed with a dream and wake up with a purpose. I love when she says that. I mean, and knowing her like I know her, it's probably the most heartfelt thing that you will ever hear on the planet. She's just such a genuinely kind person. And so when she brings us these amazing products, she's really speaking from the heart on how they have affected her life and how they can make your life great too. Thank you so much for joining us today at SocialGraceCo.com. This is what we do. We bring you great products. Luxury products that benefit the world around us. And that's what we're committed to. And you are a part of all of this. If you're watching this show, I would like to ask you to please give us a like, give us a follow, and give us a share on this video too. And let all of your friends on your Facebook page know just how much you enjoyed the show too. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Christopher Macken. I'm honored to be here, and we're coming back at you tomorrow with some more really great shows. So make sure you tune back in too. This is what we're committed to, guys. Bringing you luxury thanks to SocialGraceCo.com. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. I'll see you soon.